Let's talk about the world we live in. A world where every moment is captured, shared, and stored, sometimes without us even realizing it. Every photo you take isn't just a memory, it's evidence. Each image is a digital fingerprint, a record of where you were, who you were with, and what was happening around you. You think it's just a selfie, but it's a snapshot of your entire environment. The clutter on your desk, the people in the background, even the weather outside your window, all of it is captured in that split second. The background, reflections, even a stray envelope, all captured forever. Sometimes the smallest detail, a name on a letter, a reflection in a mirror, can become the most important clue. In the digital age, nothing is ever truly gone. Delete a photo, and it lives on in backups, in the cloud, on someone else's device. Our digital footprints are almost impossible to erase. We used to worry about fingerprints. Now it's pixels and geotags. Every image carries hidden data, coordinates, timestamps, device information, waiting to be uncovered. The internet is the world's biggest crime scene, and most people don't realize they're leaving clues everywhere. Every post, every like, every search, breadcrumbs for anyone who knows where to look. People curate their lives online, but the background tells its own story. Investigators and amateur sleuths alike have learned to look past the subject and into the details that most people overlook. A single photo can reveal time, location, and hidden details. Metadata can place you at a scene, confirm an alibi, or expose a lie. Reflections, calendars, even a piece of mail, these are clues. Digital detectives know to zoom in, enhance, and analyze every pixel. In homicide, we call them evidence. Online, they're just content. But to the trained eye, a casual post can be the missing piece of a puzzle. The digital world gives criminals new places to hide, but it also gives us new ways to find them. From IP addresses to Wi-Fi signals, every connection leaves a trace. We've solved cases with less. A reflection in a toaster, a tattoo in a video, a detail in a selfie. Sometimes, it's the internet's collective eyes that spot what professionals miss. The internet is a permanent archive of human life. Billions of images, messages, and videos, an endless resource for those who know how to search. Sometimes the key to a murder case is hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone to notice. A single overlooked object can change everything. One overlooked detail can blow an investigation wide open. The digital world rewards those who pay attention. Welcome to the age of the digital ghost, where every click, every post, every image could be the clue that solves the case, or the secret that haunts you forever. Mark Winger's case was a puzzle from the start, the kind that gnaws at you even after you've left the station for the night. A family man murdered at home, no forced entry, no obvious motive. The neighborhood was shaken, the sense of safety shattered overnight. The scene was personal, not random. Whoever did this knew the house, knew the routines. Cause of death, blunt force trauma from a heavy, uniquely shaped object. The wounds told a story, but not the whole one. But the murder weapon was missing. We tore the place apart, looking for anything that could match the injuries. We searched everywhere. House, yard, neighborhood, nothing. Not a trace, not a clue, not even a rumor about what could have been used. Without the weapon, the case stalled. Every lead fizzled out, every theory hit a dead end. We interviewed everyone, family, friends, co-workers, enemies. Some broke down, others grew defensive. Grief and suspicion hung in the air. Suspects had shaky but plausible alibis. No one's story quite fit, but nothing was solid enough to hold. No physical evidence, just circumstantial whispers. The kind of case that keeps you up at night, replaying every detail. The case went cold after a year, another unsolved tragedy. The world moved on, but the family didn't. The only clue, the weapon's unique shape, described by the medical examiner. It was the one thing that set this case apart. Not a hammer, not a bat, something unusual. We compared it to every tool, every household item we could think of. We showed the autopsy photos to experts, collectors. No one recognized the pattern. It was as if the weapon didn't exist. The weapon was a ghost. vanishing without a trace. It haunted us, a missing piece that made everything else fall apart. The file was shelved, the family left with questions, and a killer free. The weight of failure settled in the pit of our stomachs. That's what haunts detectives, the missing piece you can't find. The faces of the family, the silence of the unsolved. We knew the weapon's shape, but not its name. It was a shadow, a riddle with no answer. It was out there, somewhere, hiding in plain sight. Maybe in a garage, a basement, or a forgotten drawer. Sometimes, all it takes is one overlooked detail to break a case wide open. One moment of clarity after months of darkness. But for now, the Winger case was just another cold file. A story unfinished, a chapter waiting for its ending. The killer believed he'd gotten away with it, that the truth would stay buried. But secrets have a way of surfacing, even the deepest ones, especially in the digital age, where a single post, a single photo, can change everything. A year had slipped by since the murder. The investigation had stalled, and the killer grew confident, believing the trail had gone cold. But then, a single selfie changed the entire course of the case. The photo wasn't posted by a suspect, but by the new girlfriend of David Chen, a person of interest who had faded from the spotlight. She was beaming, showing off a fresh haircut in Chen's apartment, completely unaware of what her post would set in motion. The selfie seemed insignificant, just another image lost in a sea of lattes, sunsets, and everyday moments. But the internet never forgets, and digital footprints linger long after memories fade. On the Unresolved Mysteries subreddit, a user stumbled across her public profile, reigniting interest in the dormant case. They weren't searching for evidence, just idly curious, scrolling through profiles late at night. But in the background of the selfie, on a cluttered shelf, was a metallic, oddly shaped object, barely noticeable at first glance. It was half hidden, easy to miss, but it caught the Redditor's eye. To this user, the object looked eerily familiar, like something from the original police reports. A quick comparison revealed the chilling truth. The object matched the description of the missing murder weapon. The discovery sent shockwaves through the online community. The silence around the Winger case was about to be shattered. Police, alerted by the viral Reddit post, reopened the cold case, thanks to a single, seemingly innocent selfie. Sometimes, the smallest detail, a background blur in a selfie, can change everything. The first post was cautious, a screenshot of the selfie, with a red circle around the object. Could this be the weapon from the Winger case? Almost immediately, the thread drew in a mix of skeptics and seasoned Reddit sleuths, users with handles like Pixel Peeper and Forensic Fanatic, who had built reputations for their sharp eyes and methodical research. At first, people were skeptical, but the original poster backed up their claim by linking to the police press release and the medical examiner's description. Soon, the community mobilized. Some users specialized in digital forensics, using open-source photo enhancement tools to zoom, clarify, and isolate the object in the selfie. Others cross-referenced the image with public records, trophy manufacturer catalogs, and even old conference photos, searching for a match. It was a custom-made trophy, heavy and angular, matching the weapon's description. User Trophy Tracker even reached out to the manufacturer for details. One user built a 3D model, showing how its edges matched the wounds described in the autopsy report. Others overlaid the model onto injury diagrams for comparison. Another found a photo of David Chen, accepting the same trophy at a conference, confirming the connection. The subreddit's digital detectives pieced together a timeline, mapped out connections, and built a case file more detailed than some official reports. The subreddit became a virtual detective squad, with users assigning themselves tasks: fact-checking, image analysis, and background research. The murder weapon had been hiding in plain sight, exposed by a single photo and the internet's collective effort. The community's digital sleuthing, combining open-source intelligence, crowdsourced research, and relentless curiosity, found what the professionals missed. The case was no longer cold. The subreddit knew they had something big, but for many, this was more than just an online puzzle. It was a call to action. They compiled their findings, selfie, enhanced images, 3D model, conference photo, into a professional report. Some members, like user Pixel Detective, stepped up to organize the evidence, while Night Owl 42 volunteered to be the point of contact with authorities. Local members contacted the police, referencing the case number and calmly presenting their evidence. For some, it was their first time stepping out from behind a screen to become a key witness. At first, police were skeptical, but the quality of the submission made them look twice. The courage of these online sleuths was starting to pay off. The lead detective compared the trophy to the autopsy photos. The match was undeniable. With this new evidence, police obtained a search warrant for David Chen's apartment. This time, they knew exactly what to look for, thanks to the detailed tips from the online community. The Reddit community had handed them a treasure map. For user Mapmaker Jane, seeing her digital clues used in real life was surreal. The digital world had bridged the gap to real-world justice. Ordinary people, once just usernames, were now key witnesses in a murder investigation. Sometimes, it takes a village, online and off, to solve a crime. And sometimes, that village is made up of people who never imagined they'd be part of the story. The hunt was back on. Detectives entered Chen's apartment and went straight to the shelf. There it was, the custom trophy, the missing murder weapon. Forensics found traces of Mark Winger's blood deep in the metal. The trophy's unique shape matched the wounds exactly. The circumstantial case became a physical one, but the legal process was just beginning. Prosecutors faced challenges. Defense attorneys questioned the chain of custody and the reliability of crowdsourced evidence. The trial was emotionally charged, with families and friends of both victim and accused reliving the trauma. Ultimately, David Chen was arrested and charged with murder. The case became a landmark for crowdsourced justice, sparking debate about the role of online communities in real investigations. All because of a single selfie, a relentless online community, and a justice system adapting to a new era. This case is a warning, a lesson, and a turning point for the world. In today's world, privacy is an illusion. Every photo is a potential clue, and every upload can ripple across the globe in seconds. David Chen's girlfriend never meant to become a witness. She just wanted to share a happy moment. But soon, her selfie was seen by millions, sparking conversations and debates everywhere. Her selfie exposed a killer, and the world watched as digital detectives pieced together the truth in real time. Before you post, look at the background. What are you really sharing? The public reaction was swift. Some felt empowered, others uneasy about the reach of digital footprints. The line between private and public is gone. But there's hope too. Digital investigations are evolving, and so is our understanding of responsibility online. Justice can come from anywhere. A student, a designer, a retiree. The world is now a network of potential investigators. Online communities can be a force for good, keeping cold cases alive and giving hope to families across continents. They give victims a voice, spot what others miss, and unite strangers in the pursuit of justice. A selfie solved a murder. A headline unthinkable 20 years ago, now a symbol of our connected age and the power of collective vigilance. In the digital age, one detail can change everything, and the world is watching closer than ever before. The truth always finds a way out, now, with a million eyes to see it.